In a peaceful little village lived a kind woman named Shanta. Every morning, before the first rays of the sun touched the rooftops, she would wake up, sweep her small house, and light a lamp in front of God. Then, with love, she prepared breakfast for her family, her husband, her daughter, and her only son, who was studying in a faraway city. But every day, she made one extra roti. She kept it on the windowsill of her house, not for herself, not for her family, but for anyone hungry who might pass by. Her house was small, but her heart was vast. She believed, if God has given me food, I must share it. Every day, a hunchbacked old man passed by her window. His walk was slow, his back bent, his clothes torn, his face wrinkled. But his eyes carried strength. He would quietly take the roti, eat it by the road, and leave. Not once did he say, "Thank you." Instead, every single day, he muttered one strange line: "What you do, bad, will stay with you, and what you do, good, will come back to you." At first, Shanta ignored it, but slowly, frustration built in her heart. Why can't he simply say, "Thank you"? Does he not value my effort? She thought. Days turned into months. The old man's habit never changed. Take the roti. Speak the same line. Leave without gratitude. Her kindness began to feel like a burden. Anger started whispering in her mind. He doesn't deserve this roti. He is ungrateful. Why should I help him? One day, her patience broke. As she kneaded the dough, her hands shook with fury. Today, I will teach him a lesson. She added poison into one roti. Her breath grew heavy. Her heart raced. As she placed it on the plate, a thought thundered in her head. After today, he will never come back. The next morning, she picked up the poisoned roti, walked to the window, and lifted her hand to place it outside. But suddenly, her hands trembled, her chest tightened, her eyes filled with tears. What am I doing? Have I lost my humanity? I am not this person. In panic, she dropped the roti, rushed to the fire, and threw it into the flames. Her eyes watched as the bread turned to ash. Then, with shaking hands, she made a fresh, pure roti and placed it back on the windowsill. The hunchback came as usual, took the bread, and muttered again, "What you do bad will stay with you, and what you do good will come back to you." This time, those words pierced her heart. Every night, Shanta prayed for her son. He had left months ago, chasing dreams in the city, but no letter, no news had come. She prayed, "God, keep him safe. Send him back to me." One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, there was a weak knock on her door. Shanta opened it and froze. Her son stood there, but he was not the same. His face was pale, his clothes torn, his body weak as if he hadn't eaten for days. He staggered and collapsed into her arms. "Mother," he whispered, "it's a miracle I am alive. I was so weak. I thought I would die on the road." But then a hunchbacked old man appeared. He gave me his bread and said, "I eat this every day, but today you need it more than I do. Shanta's blood ran cold. Her hands shook. Her mind screamed, "Oh, God, what if I hadn't burnt that poisoned bread?" She almost fainted as realization struck. The very man she had judged, the very man she almost killed with her anger, was the one who had saved her son's life. That night, as her son slept safely, Shanta sat by the window, tears streaming down her cheeks. The old man's words echoed again and again. "What you do bad will stay with you, and what you do good will come back to you." She finally understood. Goodness is like a seed. It may take time, but it always comes back, often when we need it most. And evil too, once done, never leaves us. Friends, never stop being good. Even when people don't thank you, even when kindness feels unnoticed, because good deeds are never wasted. They travel through unseen paths and return to us in ways we cannot imagine. So remember, kindness saves lives, sometimes in ways we may never know.